Hi, and welcome to this Weekday Word. The New Testament passage appointed in the daily office today comes from the fourth chapter of Paul's letter to the Christians in Corinth. And toward the end of our passage today, he writes this, beginning in verse 11. And he, Jesus, gave the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the shepherds, and teachers to equip the saints for the work of ministry. He gave them to equip the saints for the work of ministry. That actually was written over the doors in my seminary and just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it was a reminder to us of what we were there to learn how to do. We weren't there to learn how to do all of the work of ministry ourselves so that everyone else could enjoy it. We were there to learn how to grow disciples who did the work of ministry. As our catechism makes so very clear, the primary ministers of the church are not the ordained clergy. It's not deacons and priests and bishops. The primary ministers of the church are lay people. And the role of the ordained clergy is not to do all the work of ministry, but to equip lay people to do the work of ministry. And that means that we really cannot grow into Christian maturity without being active in ministry. That's the goal for all of us, is to do the work that builds up the body of Christ, Paul says, that builds up the church. And we build up the church as we serve one another, doing the interior work of ministry in the church, and as we grow the church by doing the exterior work of mission, reaching out in witness and evangelism to draw people to a saving knowledge of Jesus. And so, as we consider this verse today, that the clergy are there to equip the lay people to do the work of ministry, I pray that you step into those things that God is calling you to do, not waiting to find the thing that really seems to fit your vision of what ministry is to be, but instead to just ask the simple question, what needs to be done at the church in order for the church to grow in ministry and in mission? And of those things, which one is God calling me to do? The beauty of it, though, is that as we engage in ministry and in mission, we're not just giving toward the growth of the church, but we're the ones who experience the deepest blessing. That's the beauty of God's economy. He calls us to give, but in giving, we're the ones who find out that we receive the most. And so I want to encourage you today. Step into ministry and into mission and experience the blessing that God has for you as he reinforces the truth that it is truly more blessed to give than to receive. Be blessed this day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.